guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to see more of my videos. Today's video is just going to be a talk through get ready with me video. I kind of just start off with a bare face and show you guys how I kind of came up with this look. I did use a few new products in this video that I just picked up and I wanted to try out, so I kind of like used them out and talked about them in this video. But yeah, if you guys want to see how to recreate this look, then just keep on watching. So I have my little headband that I always wear in all my videos. Starting off, I actually just purchased this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. It's silicone free, alcohol free, oil free. I've never tried this one before, so I wanted to get the little sample size, and of course I was checking out at Ulta and I saw this and I snatched it. So I don't know if you're supposed to use this before or after your makeup. Let's see, prime. So I guess it's a primer, and I think you can also set your makeup with it as well. So I'm just going to spray this on my face. If you guys didn't know, I do have lash extensions on right now. They've been on for about 3 weeks and they're starting to kind of fall out, so I definitely am going to need a fill. It's one of those things where it's so nice waking up and not having to do mascara, but it's also kind of annoying because you can't really like rub your eyes, because if you do that then they're going to be easier to fall out. So you have to be very gentle when taking your makeup off, and it's just like kind of a pain, but it's also really helpful because it kind of cuts the time getting ready in half. So that's all I have to say about my lash extensions. If you guys want a full video on it, let me know in the comments, but let's just get on with my face. I'm just gonna do like kind of like a get ready with me. I don't really know what I'm going to film, but I know that I did pick up the new lorac limited edition Mega Pro palette, and this thing is a beauty and I really wanted to break into it, and it is so pretty. There's so many different colors in here, and this was the last one I think at Ulta, so I snatched that up real quick. I'm just gonna start off with my face and my foundation. So today I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. I'm actually like literally running low. This is like the last of it. Also, if you guys were wondering, I did get my hair done. It is, I got my roots colored, well, bleached and then toned by my sister. We both do hair, so we do each other's hair, which is great. And my roots were like this long, so they needed to be done. And it's still pretty kind of like grayish silver right now from the toner. So it will fade out a little bit, but that's why it's like crazy stark white right now. So I'm just gonna go in with my Makeup Forever HD, and I'm just gonna take the stick and apply it directly to my face. And I know some people don't really like the idea of doing this because of sanitary reasons, but I only use it on my face and it doesn't really bother me. So I'm just gonna put this all over. And then I did dampen my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to blend that in with this sponge. If you guys have never used a beauty blender, you really need to try it because it just makes blending in foundation like so much quicker and so much better. It just melts the foundation into your skin without, you know, really having to do a lot of work. You just kind of pat the sponge onto your face and it just literally like blends into your skin. Foundation is amazing. I highly recommend it. It's just like makes your skin look really like fresh, but it also has really good coverage, and it just looks really natural and pretty on the skin. And I do like to take the foundation and kind of prime my eyelids with that, so I'll just put whatever's left on my eyelid. And I usually do the same thing with concealer. That's just what I've always done. I don't really use a eye primer, so that's just me. Once you have everything blended out, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Neutral, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes and anywhere that I want to highlight. And again, I'm just blending this out with my beauty blender. Concealer gives such amazing coverage. If you are someone with really bad under eyes, you would love this. I don't have horrible under eyes. I'm actually pretty blessed that I don't, but I still love this concealer for like brightening and just, it's such a good, like, it's not thick and it blends amazingly into the skin, and that's what I really like about it. And then just to set all of this makeup in place, I'm going to go in with my Mercier translucent setting powder. I've been really loving the RCMA no color powder, but I left that at my boyfriend's house, and this is just as good. It's just more expensive. So what I like to do is just put a little bit in the cap, and then I go in with my damp beauty blender, and I'm going to set my under eyes. I'm not going to necessarily bake, because sometimes I find that that can be a little too drying. But then what I do is I take the excess powder and I kind of just drag it down to my face to really set everything in place. Alright, so now I think I'm just going to jump into my eyes. I haven't decided what I really want to do yet, but I definitely want to use the Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette. I have no idea what look I'm going to create, so I guess I'm just going to kind of play with it and see what I come up with. This palette is so beautiful because the first top rows are all matte, and then the second two are all like shimmers. Alright, so the first color I'm going to take is Maple, which is right here. It's kind of like a brown toffee color. I'm going to go in with the Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just going to take some of that, and I'm going to focus this into my crease. I always like to use kind of like a warm shade in my crease. I just like doing that because I have green eyes, and I feel like it just really warms up any look. And for me, it just works really well as a transition color. So these are really pigmented. As you can see, I literally just dipped my brush in there, and it's super pigmented. I'm going to go in with a Sigma Tapered Blending E40, and I'm just going to really make sure to blend that out. I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's called Violet Gray. And I'm just going to use that with a M433 again, and I'm going to focus this really just like in the outer crease. I think I want to create a kind of like mauve-y, purpley look today, so that is why I'm grabbing this shade right here. This palette is really good. It seems like very pigmented, and the colors are super easy to blend out. I know this palette is limited edition, so I'm really sorry for using it, but I just bought it yesterday and I really wanted to use it, so I apologize for that. I'm going to be creating a lot of other looks with palettes that you can get your hands on, so, and I'm sure you can recreate this look using any other palette. Now I'm going to go in with this darker color right here, and this is called Eggplant. It's like a deep purpley eggplant color. And I'm going in with a Sigma Tapered E45 blending brush, and I'm just going to, these are so pigmented, it's crazy. And I'm just kind of focusing this color also in the outer crease. And in between doing different colors, I always like to go in and blend with a bigger brush, because the more layers you do, the better it's going to blend. If you just go in and apply a ton of color, it's not going to be as smooth. I'm going to go in with this color right here, and it's called Tan, and I'm just going to use that to really further blend on my, kind of like the outside of my eye, so up and through here. And then just going in and applying a little bit more. Alright, so the next color I'm going to take is this color right here, and it is called Rose Quartz. It's like a really pretty, kind of like mauve rose color, so I'm going to take that. And this is a Morphe brush, but I have no idea what number it is because it literally just says Morphe on it, but it's like a flat brush like this. And I'm going to go into that color, and I'm going to focus this more on the outer portion of my eye. Wow, I really can't get over how pigmented these are. I'm really just placing the color on the outer corner, but then kind of blending it towards the front, but I want most of the pigment on the outer portion of my eye because I am going to use a lighter color for the front. Next, I'm going in with this color right here. It's called Tulle, and it's like a lighter pink. So I'm going to take that, and I'm just using a smaller brush. This is an M514. I would use a different brush for this, but this is the closest that I have. So I'm going to mix that and this kind of like white color right here called Snow. So I'm going to mix those two together, and I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. And also kind of like blend it up into the other shades. And then for the lower lid, I'm just going to go in with that same violet gray color, and I'm just going to apply this with a Morphe M432, which is a really nice brush. It's very dense, and it just really gets under the lower lashes really good. So I'm just going to apply that, and then I'm just going to deepen it up with the eggplant color that we used in the outer corner, and I'm just going to focus this really close to the lashes. And just to warm it up a little, I'm going to go in with that same maple color that we used at first in the crease. And I'm going in with a Morphe E36. It's just like a smaller little pencil brush. And I'm just going to put that right underneath all of the colors just to really like further smoke it out. Now to highlight the brow bone, I'm going to take that same snow color that we've been using for the inner corner, and I'm taking this big old brush. This is the Morphe M520. You could definitely use a smaller brush, but I'm just going to put that right under my brow bone and kind of blend it down into the other shades. So now I'm just going in with the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara. This is just going to be for my lower lashes. So I think I'm going to skip out on doing any winged liner. I kind of like the way it looks, the way it is. So let's just move to the face. So I'm going to take my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette, and I usually like to mix these two together, and I'm just going to apply that to the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm using the Morphe M523 brush like always. And if you're not unsure of where to contour, when you suck your cheekbones in, you can see it's usually going to be right about here from your ear to your mouth, but this is the issue some people have. They bring the contour too close, and it can just really make your face look muddy. So what I recommend doing is stopping about at the corner of your eye. So I like to just apply a majority of the product right there, kind of stopping towards your ear, and then you're just going to really blend that out. And I always blend up because you don't want to bring the contour down, because the whole point is to make your cheeks look a little more defined. And then I also like to contour up here in the temple, so I will just put some contour here. I have a very small forehead, so this isn't necessary, but I just like doing this because it really just brings some color to the face. And then I also like to contour the sides of my nose. I don't do this precisely. I literally take my brush and kind of like squeeze the bristles together, and I just go up and down on the sides of my nose. This part really isn't necessary either, but I feel like it just balances the face out because we already have some contour going on in the outer portions of our face, so I like to even it out by doing that. And then I usually just kind of blend it out with my finger to make sure it's not too crazy. So now going in with the Bahama Mama bronzer. I actually used to own this, but it broke, and so I wanted to purchase another one. So I'm going in with just this e.l.f. complexion brush. I actually really like this to apply bronzer with because it's like the perfect size. So I'm just going to put this on my cheeks and really just warm up the face with this. Now for blush, I'm going in with the NYX blush in the color Mocha. Please don't mind this right here. This is eyeshadow. I was swatching the eyeshadow from the palette and I have some leftover liquid lip marks on my hand. So I'm going in with Mocha by NYX. I'm just going to use a Morphe E4 blush brush. I am obsessed with this to apply blush. It's amazing and it just feels so soft on the cheeks. So I'm just going to kind of like blend this into the bronzer. And then I'm going to highlight my face. Today I'm going in with OFRA's highlight in the color Rodeo Drive. This highlight is so beautiful. And I didn't bring my highlight brush in here, but I do have this old brush from Aveda. And I'm just going to use this to highlight. So I'm just going to put this highlight on the high points of my cheeks. And also I like to put it on my nose and my Cupid's bow. Also going to take this highlight from Essence and I'm just going to go over that highlight with this highlight as well. Never too much highlight. I mean, maybe, but not in my opinion. So for lips, I did want to try a new liquid lipstick by ColourPop. I did place an order and I got a bunch of colors, but I feel like for this look, I kind of want to go with a more nude shade. So maybe I'll save that for another video, but I am going to use a ColourPop shade. This has been like my go-to combination of lips. I am using 3 products, but you guys will see. I just love the combination of the 3. It just is beautiful. So for my lips, I'm just going in with ColourPop's liquid lipstick in the color Midi. This is my all-time favorite liquid lipstick color. I think it's so beautiful. And then usually on top of that, I'm going to go in with CoverGirl's lipstick in the color 240 Caramel Kiss. This is such a beautiful color. I like to put this over top because it kind of takes away the extreme matte look and gives it like a really nice light color. I'll show you guys what I mean. So as you can see now, the color is a little bit lighter. The combination of these two have been my favorite. My boyfriend actually complimented me yesterday. He's very picky when it comes to lips. He does not like dark lips whatsoever. Whenever I wear a dark lip, he doesn't really say anything. He doesn't hate it, but he just doesn't like it. And yesterday he was like, I really like your lip color. And he never compliments lips because I feel like he just is a neutral guy. He doesn't really like anything too crazy. And he liked this combination, so that's definitely a thumbs up. So I've been really loving these two together. And then sometimes I will go over it with a lip gloss. This is the Buxom lip gloss in White Russian. And this just gives it a really pretty kind of like glossy finish. So I'm just going to apply that. Alright, so that is the finished look, guys. I'm just going to set my face again with the Smashbox primer water. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like talk through, get ready with me. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I figured I would. And there was a few new products that I wanted to try. I am a huge fan of the Lorac Pro palette. I think it is beautiful. The only thing I will say is I love the white packaging, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to get so dirty. It already has, and I only used it once. But I definitely recommend this palette if you can get your hands on it. It's amazing. So that concludes this video, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you guys liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.